All right. Abe Foster,
Reagan.
what's been going on?
I've been playing Doom.
Doom.
Yeah, been playing a lot of Doom actually.
What's Doom? Tell me about it.
Doom
I've
is,
never heard of it before. Lay it on me.
Doom is Bethesda's new beauty
Mm-hmm.
that they've revamped. This is based on the original Doom, and it feels a lot like the original Doom actually. It's pretty much run, gun, shoot the crap out of things, and don't do much else.
Frantic?
You're very frantic. Yeah, very, very fast. Fastest game I've played in a very long time.
Interesting.
Yes.
So, because in my mind, when I think of Doom, those are the kind of things that they are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's fast, frantic, demons, no real story to speak of.
Yep.
Shotguns.
Yep. There's 2 shotguns out
Two?
of the arsenal. I think there's about 8 weapons in total or something like that. 2 of them are shotguns.
Can you dual wield the shotguns?
You can't dual wield, unfortunately. There is one called a super shotgun, which is a double barrel shotgun.
Oh yeah.
Which kind of makes up for it. It's just firing 2 shots, so it's
Yeah.
it's alright. It's
Same kind of thing. Yeah.
They can get away with it. But no, it's really good. It's really good. Yeah, I finished it this afternoon and thoroughly enjoyed it. About 10-hour campaign, I think, and it started to wear on me. We're a bit thin towards the end there.
It's just kind of the repetition.
Yeah. The repetition, and it's pretty hard. It's a pretty tough game. I can't remember how many difficulties there is. When you first start a new game, there's about 5, I think, to choose from. It's pretty good. So there's not the usual easy, medium, hard. So I couldn't be like, oh, medium, because that's me. I chose one above medium, which I think was called Hurt Me Plenty or something like that.
Sure. They always did, right?
Great names, great names. And yeah, I had to crank down the difficulty at a couple of points because I was just getting massacred, and I was like, I need to finish this. I want to finish this. I just can't. Like a couple of the boss fights, I was just like, nah, I can't be dealing with it.
In terms of difficulty, because obviously this is always the kind of thing with games that get hard like that. Did you get frustrated at the game and think this game's shit, or was it always going to be like, hey, no, you know what?
It was always down to my skill level.
Yeah.
It was always just I just wanted to get it finished, and because I've been playing it for a while and I was enjoying it, but I was also like, I really don't want to start hating this game because I've been playing, and I don't want to do the same segments over and over and over again because that's how I start hating the game kind of thing.
Absolutely.
But no, it was fine. Like I didn't feel like the game was cheating me or anything.
But there are low difficulty levels that you can just go. I'm just going to have to dial
there are. And by the end of the game, I did just crank it down to one lower than I started on. I was just like, I'm just going to finish it like this. I don't really care because, as I mentioned before in previous podcasts, I don't really give a toss about difficulty. It's not a huge thing for me. I'll always try and do things on moderate, like the medium one, if possible. But if not, it's not a big deal.
Not at the end of the world.
As long as I enjoy myself. That's the main thing, right, kids?
Yeah, I guess so.
Have a good time.
Some people would argue that enjoying yourself would be, you could say that, hey, getting my, if I want to thrash through a hard game, then that is me enjoying myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever floats your boat.
Yeah.
So you say that there's not a whole lot of story in there.
No, well there is and there isn't. They do try and put some story in there, but you just care so little that it may as well not be in there. Like I guess there had to be some sort of semblance in a story, some sort of MacGuffin to keep you going through the game and keep you wanting to get from here to here to here. But I couldn't tell you the name of. There's one guy called Samuel Hayden. That's pretty much the only character I can remember. The Doom guy. He doesn't actually have a name.
He's never had a name, has he?
No. I can't tell you the names of characters. I went to hell when I went to Mars. Shot some demons. That's about it. That's what it boils down to, really. And it doesn't need to do anything more than that, to be honest. I mean, it surprisingly has a good amount of depth to it. So it's got a whole bunch of upgrades and unlockables and things like that. It's got weapon challenges for each weapon. So 10 headshots with this, 5 kills whilst in midair, whatever. Unlock this upgrade. You also collect little tokens and bits and pieces that you can use on ability points to unlock mods and things for weapons.
Interesting. So there's a level of, and it's just it's not leveling up the character itself. It's leveling up the weapons. So the weapons do
the weapons definitely level up. There is some leveling up the suit. Your actual suit.
Yeah.
So less damage for environmental, like explosive barrels will hurt you less. That's
Sure.
an example. Or there's a lot of secrets and things in this game as well, secret areas and little bits and pieces, collectibles to get. So one of the abilities is you can level up your, I suppose, your radar or your sensory abilities, whatever you want to call them. So you're more aware. Your radar will sometimes direct you to secret areas. It'll vibrate when you're close to a secret area, your controller or whatever. So there's that sort of thing as well. So yeah, look, I think it's about 4 different slots on your suit that you can level up bits and pieces, and those points are different to the weapon upgrade points as well.
Yeah.
You collect these points in a different way. Than you do
Interesting.
ones. Yeah.
How about replayability? Because you mentioned it took you 10 hours
About
or so
10
to get
hours,
through
I'd
it?
say. Yeah.
I guess that's going to come down to what kind of player you are, right? If you're into
Definitely.
getting all those, all
the little
secrets and things.
bits and pieces. Yeah. See, I'm a sort of person who wants to get it done. Who generally plays things for the story. Didn't do it in this game, that's for sure.
Yeah, which is confusing me. Eh?
yeah. I did it for the gameplay, which is excellent. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
And I'll talk about that a bit for a while actually, because the gameplay is really, really good. So they have your classic run and gun and jump and all that sort of jazz. They also have what's called glory kills. So glory kills are essentially a stagger mode for these. So when you shoot an enemy enough times, they'll start glowing blue and gold, and that means you can perform a glory kill, and that's done by clicking in the right thumbstick. And if you go over to them and you press it, it'll do a quick time animation of you just eviscerating the demon, depending on where you're approaching them from, depending on what sort of demon. It'll be a different animation, so it's quite cool. There's quite a few interesting little glory kills that you can see. So some of these challenges are based on kill 10 enemies from the back, whilst above them, like death from above kind of thing is what they call them. So you're always striving to try and kill things in unique and different ways, and that keeps things fresh.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
I really enjoyed the gameplay, and the mods make for cool stuff. Like one of the mods I've got on my shotgun was you have explosive shotgun rounds. So you hold down L2 and a little timer thing will go beep, 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 and then you can fire 3 explosive shotgun rounds at once kind of thing. And just little bits and pieces like that breaks things up and keeps them interesting.
How about the actual performance of the game? Because you played it on PlayStation 4.
PlayStation 4, yeah, that's correct. So solid 60 most of the time, not all the time. There were some pretty noticeable frame drops. Only when things got really, really hectic though. When there was way too many demons essentially coming out of a clown car. They were just infinite demons just coming at me.
Oh my god, I'm having nightmares tonight.
You
demons.
never want to fuse those two things. But yeah, the demons were pretty much like blocking my vision, and the frame started to drop, and I was like, that's kind of fair.
It's sort of forgivable.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and once you clear them out and destroy them, then it's back to a solid 60. So
they're making you earn your 60 frames per second.
They are. You kill them and you get your frames back. Pretty much, it's like they drop your frames.
They should have put that on the perk tree, eh?
You earn your frames back. I wish some other games would follow suit. Yeah,
that's some meta type shit.
Yeah,
it's Pony Island. Pony Island should have done that.
Pony Island should have done that. Yeah, but no, very very enjoyable. It has everything it needed to have. Really, it's you can't complain about it being too short. I think that's a solid sized campaign for the last first person shooter campaigns that I've played, Call of Duties and whatnot. 4 to 5 hours, 6 hours. Halo I think is maybe 8 or something like that. So 10 hours for Doom. Pretty solid. Pretty good, yeah.
And as you say, if it was a little bit longer than that, you'd probably get to the point where you wanted to...
It'd start wear a bit thin. Yeah. So I think that's probably a perfect length, to be honest. And some boss fights thrown in there for good old measure, and hark back to the older days.
The good old days.
And stuff like that. Cool little collectibles. You collect little, I suppose they're figurines. They're... What do you call those yay high figurines about a foot tall that they sell nowadays and everyone's going ape shit over?
Amiibos.
Yeah, well, not amiibos. They got like bobbleheads. I can't remember what they're called anyway, but they kind of look like that. It's like a Doom figurine guy with a bobblehead, and you collect those. And when you pick them up, there's just lovely little winks and nods when you pick it up. It does like an 8-bit, which is awesome.
And there's the whole original Doom levels in this.
There is, the classic maps, which is awesome, which is really really cool.
Are they just unlockables that you can get to from the main menu or something like that?
Yes, they are. Yeah, so you find them. They are secrets hidden within the levels, and you find these, and then you can just go back to the main menu and just play them. it's cool because they haven't sort of they haven't locked you off from anything. Like you know, you don't have to be online to do this or whatever. It's
Right,
not an
yeah.
online only game. You can play these matches whenever you want.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. You can pretty much level select. You might even be able to level select before you've. I think you can. You can level select before you've actually finished the game.
Right.
So you can just go, I want to play this one.
Yeah, I'm just going to go and play the last stage.
Beyond me why you'd want to do that. But, I mean, you'd miss...
Some people will be into that.
Yeah. You'd miss a good deal of, not story, but build-up.
Let's be clear.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to jump in and have all these ogre dudes the size of a frickin' 3-story building coming at you where you haven't even, encountered your first small demon, like your original demon kind of thing. So, yeah. No, very, very enjoyable. Highly recommend Doom just for a good slog. It took me about a week, maybe just over a week, just playing, a couple hours a day, an hour or two a day kind of thing. So, yeah.
There you go.
Really good.
Check it out.